Assalamualaikum to the doctor. Today I will present about the factor influencing employee absenteeism in the public sector workplace. Okay, so today I will explain about the research problem. Burnout has become a major issue in modern organization, especially in today's fast-paced and highly demanding work environment. Employees who experience burnout often feel tired, unmotivated, and unable to cope with their job responsibility effectively. Burnout not only affect individual employee but also reduce productivity and overall organizational performance. In addition, this issue became more serious during the COVID-19 pandemic. Burnout among the employee has increased significantly due to the higher job demands and emotional pressure. Therefore, burnout is not only an individual problem but also an organizational issue that needs a serious attention by the upper department. Okay, next is the research gap. The previous study had widely discussed burnout, employee well-being, and workplace stress. However, there is still limited research that focuses specifically on the direct relationship between the burnout and employee absenteeism, especially in the public education sector. Most previous study also include many variables such as the leadership, composition, and organizational culture. This make it difficult to clearly understand the specific effect of the burnout. Therefore, this study also focus only on a burnout as the main factor that influence the absenteeism. In addition, there is also a lack of study that focus on public sector employee in Malaysia, especially in the District Education Office in Kelantan. So this study aimed to fill this gap and provide a clear understanding of the issues. Okay, next is the literature review. Employee absenteeism refer to a situation where employees do not attend work during the scheduled hour without a valid or any approved reason. The high absenteeism can disrupt the workflow, increase operational costs, and reduce employee morale. Absenteeism can be influenced by the several factors like stress, low motivation, health problem, and also the work-life balance. On the other hand, burnout is defined as emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion that caused by the prolonged work stress. The previous study showed that employees who experience high level of burnout are more likely to be absent from the work. This is because burnout can reduce the motivation, job engagement, and also the commitment. As the result that can I conclude is employee tend to withdraw from their work that which can lead to the higher absenteeism at the workplace. Okay, next is for the theory. Okay, the theory is supported by the Stills and Road model of the employee attendance from 1978. This model explains that absenteeism is influenced by the both personal factor and job-related factor. The personal factor include the health and family issue, while the job factor include the job satisfaction and leadership. In this study, burnout is considered as an important factor that affect employee motivation. When employee experience the burnout, their motivation to attend the work become lower. As the result, they are more likely to be absent. Therefore, this theory helps to explain the relationship between the burnout and also the absenteeism clearly. Okay, next is the research objective, research question, and the research hypothesis. The main objective of this study is to examine the relationship between the burnout and employee absenteeism in the workplace. Based on this objective, the research question is there a significant relationship between burnout and also the employee absenteeism? To answer this question, the hypothesis is developed, which states that burnout has a significant relationship with the employee absenteeism. This means that when the burnout increased among the employee, the absenteeism among the employee itself is also expected to be increased. Okay, this is the research framework of the study. In this framework, burnout is the main independent variable and employee absenteeism is the dependent variable. This means burnout is the factor that influences absenteeism. The framework shows that a direct relationship where higher burnout is expected to lead to a higher absenteeism. This simple framework helps to clearly explain the focus of the study. Okay, next is the methodology. This study used a quantitative research design with a correlational approach. This approach is suitable because it helps to examine the relationship between variables without changing the environment. Data is collected using the structured questionnaire that distribute through the Google form. This method is efficient and allows respondents to answer easily. This questionnaire uses closed-ended questions with Likert scale to ensure a consistency in response. After data had collected, the data will be analyzed using the SPSS. The analysis include the descriptive analysis, correlation analysis, and also the regression analysis to identify the relationship and influence between burnout and absenteeism. For the sampling technique, this study used a non-probability sampling that specifically convenes sampling. This means respondents are selected based on their availability and willingness to participate. The sample size is around 200 to 250 respondents. The respondent had consist of the public sector employee, include the teacher and administrative staff in the district education office and school in Kelantan. This sampling method is suitable because it is practical and allow easy access to respondents within the study area. Okay, let me show you the reliability analysis, descriptive analysis. And also, this is the normality test and correlation analysis. And for the conclusion, what can I conclude is this study had highlight the importance of the understanding burnout and its impact on the employee absenteeism. By identifying burnout as a key factor, this research can help organizations develop better strategy such as the workload management, mental health support, and flexible working arrangement. These efforts are important to improve employee well-being, increase their productivity at the workplace, and ensure a more sustainable workforce in the future. And that's all from my presentation, and thank you.